Thank you for checking out our site. We're with Hope Recovery, which provides support for adult survivors of abuse and sexual trauma. We offer a variety of services from ongoing support groups to classes to workshops, intensive support programs, and we are soon in 2026 offering courses that can be taken. We are 100% remote, so you can join from any location. Most of our programs are free. We do require that you have a Zoom login, so you need to have connection to the internet. And we do require cameras on. The reason for that is because of confidentiality. We want to make sure that who is showing up for group is who's supposed to be showing up for group and classes and participating. This allows the ability for survivors to get to know other people in their group. And we also have groups for friends and family, so that allows them to also connect to each other. So our ongoing support groups are free, and these are groups that you can participate in for as long as you need to. The groups can be as short as 6 months, or you can be in there for 6 years. It just depends upon what your personal needs are. We offer a variety of ongoing support groups: abuse, bulimia, restrictive eating disorders, addiction and trauma, binge eating and trauma. And the list goes on, as you can see. We do have a registration form for that, which allows individuals to sign up for the programs that they are most appropriate in needing. You also note that we have a trauma recovery group that's available in Spanish, and that is for individuals who are unable to communicate in English. Our other groups are available in general as far as anybody that can speak English. However, because of the need for Spanish services, we do offer the trauma recovery group. We have short-term specialty groups. These are also free. They're anywhere from 6 to 10-week groups that have a specific start date and are topic focused. Examples of those that are short-term and topics specific would be like our complex post-traumatic stress disorder, complex PTSD group, which is 8 weeks, our journaling group, which is 6 weeks, our relationships and boundaries group, which is 8 weeks. And we have additional groups, and we add more groups as we have them available. Most of our groups are designed by master's level interns or ongoing volunteers that we have that have been with us for a significant amount of time and have an interest in creating content. We offer some 12 and 13-week classes that are based on educational information and focused on healing and recovery. Many of them have homework or thoughts for you to consider after class. These classes do provide you with handouts after the fact. And depending upon which class there requires intakes for those to meet with somebody, so there's some paperwork to complete. We do provide releases of information if you need a report to go to somebody. So our New Beginnings class is for abuse and sexual trauma survivors to learn more about being a survivor, what types of abuse happens, self-esteem, PTSD, and various topics. This is for adult survivors that don't have children. You could have children, but it doesn't focus on the children. Our New Life class is for non-offending domestic violence survivors who have minor children. This is offered in both English and Spanish. We cover topics of what is domestic violence, what are reasons that it's difficult to stay away or difficult to leave, healthy relationships, healthy communication, how to deal with intense emotions and other topics, how domestic violence impacts children, and other topics that we cover in that class. That class does have a limitation of 2 absences, and anything that you miss would need to be made up to complete the class successfully at the end of the program. Our Parenting, Attachment, and Trauma is a new class that we're offering. It's a parenting class specifically designed for survivors who have been abused themselves or have been through a sexual assault, and they're learning how to not just parent, but also to identify their attachment style, to look at how to help children with attachment, and how to deal with your trauma if you're triggered during the time that you're parenting. How do you manage your own symptoms? So this is a new class that's going into place. It is a 13-week class. It is limited to 3 absences, and anything that you miss does need to be made up. It is unlike our other classes, which are an hour and a half, and parenting, attachment, and trauma class is for 2 hours. Our trauma and addictions class and our trauma and eating disorders classes, they are focusing on addiction and eating disorders respectively for survivors, and how those 2 topics intersect and correlate, and how to manage both the trauma and addictions or the trauma and the eating disorders. And as mentioned before, all classes require an intake. So when you do sign up, we'll send you some paperwork. And then once you fill out that paperwork and turn it back in, then we will send you a time for an intake. Intakes are about 45 minutes or so, where you meet with the master's level intern or a therapist, and then we evaluate if this is the best class for you or if there are other services that you might need. Classes, again, are free. We have intensive support programs. We have 2 that work on sliding scales. These do have a fee. The Trauma Recovery Intensive Support Program runs for 12 weeks, and the Eating Disorder and Trauma Intensive Support Program runs for 16 weeks. Each group is 3 hours per session, and our 16-week group for EDTISP meets on Sunday and Friday evenings from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific. And our Trauma Recovery Intensive Support Program runs for 12 weeks on Sundays and Saturdays from 1 to 4, and that's Eastern Time or 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. These do require an intake, and there is a fee associated. We offer a variety of workshops. Workshops are one-time events that are approximately an hour and a half to 2.5 hours long. You can see here a list of various workshops that we have and do offer from time to time. Some of these are offered monthly and some are offered quarterly. It just depends upon the demand for the workshops at the time. Coping with PTSD and our self-care workshops run every month. The others are as needed. So the reason for finding support and to utilize our support program is so that you don't feel alone on your own journey of recovery, that you have other people that have gone through very similar situations and can relate to what you've experienced and how you're coping. All of our programming is focused on recovery and various ways that we can help you with recovery. All of our groups are co-ed, except for our men's support program and our women's sexual assault. All of our facilitators receive training through our program. Interns and group facilitators receive 20 hours of classroom training, which is books and videos and teaching through Zoom. And then they receive 4 weeks of in-group training, more if needed. Then there's ongoing training opportunities that are available through reading, videos, sometimes through presentations. And every facilitator goes through, an intern goes through a required background check to make sure that there's not risk for our survivors that are attending our program. Master's level interns receive supervision weekly and have additional monthly training requirements as part of their internships. So we do the best that we can to make sure that our facilitators are well knowledged about facilitation, about creating a safe space, and about making sure that they continue to know and understand how trauma is, what the challenges are, what the strengths are that they're going to find in their individuals that attend their groups, and how we can best support them. As mentioned, our location is worldwide. While we're based in Indiana, you can be anywhere as long as you have an internet connection and a camera on your device, whether that's a phone or computer, iPad or tablet. We do require that cameras are on, and we do require regular attendance because we have limited space. Our attendance requirement is weekly or every other week. If you are not available or able to attend at least every other week, then we would probably not be the right program for you because we do have the attendance requirement. It doesn't mean that you can't miss at all, and it just means you need to be in group regularly to keep your space. There's registration links that you can find in our template here. There's registration for the English speaking survivors. There's a registration for the Spanish speaking survivors, and there's an intensive support program link that you can learn more about our intensive programs. Some of the benefits of group supports: developing coping skills, gaining new perspectives, improving social skills. It increases your hope, reduces isolation, and it allows you to express your own feelings and concerns, but keeping confidentiality. What is important in that what is shared in group needs to stay in group. And you know that you're not alone. We explore various topics such as boundaries, self-esteem, trauma bonding, intimacy, healing, and more. And the goal is to help with developing coping skills, ideas on recovery, and learning about other options of strengths and recovery from other group members. We want to thank you for taking the time to look at our services. If you do have any kind of questions, you can reach us through our Contact Us form on our website, hope4-recovery.org. We are a tax-exempt 501c3 organization, so donations are available to be made through our website as well. If you have any questions, you could email recovery@hope4-recovery.org, or, as I said, our Contact Us form on our website. Have a wonderful day.